so choosing artists, I'm always on the lookout. I constantly have my eyes open for interesting things, for people doing novel things. I scour Facebook. When I look at websites, I watch the videos. I see how people market themselves. And I'm thinking how, by the look of this group, if I don't know the group, for example, will I have a hard time or an easy time marketing them? If it looks super kind of standard, old-fashioned, last century, staged photos, we don't know the people involved. I said, I don't care how well they play. I'm not going to be able to sell this concert. So I don't know if you feel the same way, but it's just really, I'm forced in a way to think that way.
So if you have advice for musicians that are hoping to get concerts, perhaps at your festival or other festivals, what would you advise them to do that presenters are looking for in ensembles that they want to present?
I think the most important thing, both as a presenter and as a performer, is communication skills. So I think you need to be able to relate to an audience. You need to be able to relate to the presenter. The first and foremost, though, and this is something that I have real trouble understanding, is the lack of responsiveness to emails or texts. I will write to somebody and say, gee, I would love to have you. Are you possibly free this date? And to not hear back for 3 or 4 days.
That is a kind of a warning signal.
Yeah, I'd say, I'm going to move on to somebody else. This, and I tell my students, and I do a thing with my teaching at Manhattan School of Music. My schedule changes, so I use Doodle Scheduler. Do you know that? So
but now I
yes, Doodle Scheduler. So I'll say, okay, on Friday I said, here is my schedule for the week. Please respond back. Let me know all of your available times. So it comes out as a sheet. I can see who can come when. There's always one person who never gets back to me. And I said, does this mean you don't want to listen? Or, I can't do this unless everybody responds. So I think with young artists, the notion that maybe you don't want to seem overeager. I think overeagerness doesn't hurt when you're replying to someone wanting to, get something scheduled. I think people need to realize that if someone's organizing a festival, and this is what I've learned from organizing, they're doing a million things. So they want to get information back. They don't want diva. Divas are a no, or divos. What people don't realize is that when I'm looking at artists, I'll talk to friends. I'll say, so-and-so came to your festival, what was your experience like? And if they said, well, they were always late, they didn't remember their music, or I couldn't get in touch with them, that's a big no-no.
Yeah.
And you can't afford that kind of PR. So, or people would say, fabulous player, incredibly high maintenance person.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There are enough fabulous players who are delightful to work with and who will be delighted to come to the festival. So I think that is like the biggest advice I can give to artists. Obviously, you need to play great. You need to be really personable, upbeat, enthusiastic, communicative, and responsive and reliable.
And remember your music.
Remember your music, and if, right.
All that.
All that.